Hello, welcome to a new series in Pedagogy Kitchen. This one is about evidence-informed ideas that teachers should know about. First one is the idea that learning is something which we should be thinking about as being a long-term process, something which stores information in your long-term memory, not just something which you see in the short term. So we distinguish between learning in long-term memory and performance, which we might see in the short term. Now, I think that's quite significant because very often in a lesson you see teachers focusing on whether or not students can do something now. Can they do it today? Can they repeat back to me what I've said? Can they give me an explanation? Can they do the questions now? But sometimes not enough attention is given to whether or not those students will be able to do those things tomorrow, next week, next month, next year. And that's what really we're after. We're after creating experiences and learning activities so that students can store long-term memory and build on that over time. Now, I don't think you can achieve that unless you're consciously trying to do that. Not very well anyway. So in order to address that in a class, you've got to be saying to your students, okay, right, we can do it now, so how are we going to make sure you can do it again tomorrow, next week and next month? And that means focusing on things like practice and being clear about what are the main things I need to remember and teeing up the idea that maybe next week, next month, they might have to remember those things, retrieve them, and we're always thinking to ourselves, okay, if they don't know it yet, I have to check back later and plan consciously through the curriculum mapping to come back later to make sure that knowledge has been embedded. I think that's quite a big difference to how quite a lot of teachers think about their teaching, because it's hard enough to get people to seem to understand it today. So that's the thing. Learning is about storing information in our long-term memory, things that we can do, things that we know. It's not about the short-term performance. And as long as we're not confused about those things, we're going to make better decisions and teach students more successfully.